Grill Mart Co. family, welcome back. Today and tomorrow we're going to be doing a turkey video. It is Thanksgiving coming up and some of you have never cooked a turkey. Lots of you have cooked turkeys. Doesn't matter, there's lots of turkey videos out there. So tonight I'm going to be brining my turkey overnight, and then tomorrow we're going to be throwing it on the Traeger Ironwood 650. Let's get started. Gobble gobble. Now, if any of you are involved in the Meat Church Facebook group, there has been a big argument going on this year about the Yeti bucket and how it might be a little bougie. Well, we're gonna add some bouginess to this video because I got me a Yeti bucket and it's great. Now, I've already got some water inside here. We're gonna be mixing up just a few things and then we're gonna dunk this turkey in, put some ice on it, put the lid on, and we're gonna let it sit for at least 24 hours. So the first thing we're gonna add, salt. Normally I would say use some kosher salt. All I have is iodized salt. So we're gonna put about a quarter cup of that in, and we're gonna mix that in until it dissolves. Next, I have some lemon pepper seasoning. And with that, again, normally I'm just mixing up a lot of spices in here. Normally you would use some aromatic things. We got some ground pepper right here that we're gonna mix in, right there. Next, I have some organic ground thyme I'm gonna be mixing in. We're gonna put that in. I have some organic crushed rosemary. Again, mixing that in. And all this is gonna do is help break down some of the fat and muscle in there, and it's gonna help it retain moisture. We're gonna put in 3 bay leaves. Got some nice aromatic scents into that. We have some lemons and we slice them up right here. We're gonna mix all that in. And then finally, a little bit of light brown sugar to mix in. Come on over here, take a look at what you're seeing. It looks kind of crazy in there right now. I'm gonna mix it around with the spoon, and as soon as most of this dissolves, we're gonna drop that turkey right in. So here I have a 12 to 13 pound organic turkey. Now what's important about brining is that you make sure your turkey has not been injected with salt, because that's a pre-brine. That means that if you brine it again, it's only gonna get saltier and it's not gonna be very good, especially if you're cooking for your family in Thanksgiving, which we know during COVID is gonna be tough. So I slid right in there, just like that. You can see it floating around in there. And then we're gonna put our lid on and we're gonna let this sit overnight. So we got everything in there. Let's put the lid on, we'll let it sleep like us, and then we'll come see it tomorrow. Get all that juice out. So here we are, day 2. This has been brining not quite for 24 hours, but right around 16, 17 hour mark. I've already started up my Traeger and we're hitting it solely at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. The reason is because that's gonna be a low and slow cook. It's gonna absorb as much smoke as it can, and it's gonna make that skin nice and crispy. Now on this bird, we're simply gonna put some Texas SPG by Operation Barbecue Relief and some Meat Church Honey Hog. And we're gonna cover that in this, and then we're gonna put it on. With this, I'm making a side of Brussels sprouts, and those are going to be fantastic. So it's gonna be a great day. We're gonna go rinse this off so it's not so salty, pat it dry, and then we'll start seasoning it up. I'm gonna go ahead and add the base of the Texas SPG rub here. That's just gonna give us a nice color and flavor, kind of like a Texas style turkey, and we're gonna get this good and seasoned. And then after this, we're gonna pat it in like that, and then we're going to cover it with some Meat Church honey hog. And the crown jewel, the honey hog, is gonna give it some nice color once it hits the internal of 165. So let's go ahead and start putting that one on. Sides are crucial for Thanksgiving, and what we're gonna do is make some Brussels sprouts with bacon and oil. Now, all I'm gonna do is cut those in half, and then we're gonna cut some bacon, mix it up with some oil here, and put a rub on top of it, and we're gonna throw it in with the turkey. I've got 6 strips of some beautifully peppered bacon. Now I'm gonna cut these up into chunks, and we're gonna mix it in with some oil and then some AP rub in the Brussels sprouts here to make a delicious and beautiful, flavorful side for your Thanksgiving meal. And to season this, we're gonna be using our Grill Master by Fresh Jacks, and it's just gonna add a lot of flavor to that. So we're just gonna sprinkle that over it, like so. Now it's time to move outside to the Traeger and put this beautiful bird on and this amazing side. So now we let this thing cook. We will be removing the Brussels sprouts before the turkey is finished, obviously, but we're going to reheat those. But we are going to baste the bird every 45 minutes with some butter. I have a little cast iron pot that I'm gonna stick in there. We're gonna let that butter melt in there, and then we're just gonna keep basting it with the brush every 45 minutes or so until it is finished. Now we wait. Have hit the internal temperature of 165 for the turkey. It's gonna be a little hard to see, but we're gonna try and take a look. So we're gonna open this thing up and take a look. Again, it's kind of hard to see, I'm sure. Yeah, there it is a little bit. So I'm gonna remove this. We're gonna shut down the Traeger, let it do its process. And we're also gonna look at these Brussels sprouts. Again, it might be hard to see. Nice and juicy from the bacon. We'll get a better look inside. And we'll catch you back inside. Here's the most important part. With any meat that comes off the grill, you want to let this rest. So we're gonna let this bad boy rest for 45 minutes. Come around here real quick, let me show you something. Take a look in the cavity of the bird here. You still see all that moisture on the inside? What that's gonna do is reabsorb into that bird and make it more moist. So when we cut into it, it's gonna be like butter when it melts in your mouth. So we're gonna let this thing rest for a little bit. These Brussels sprouts look amazing. I am so excited. Your Thanksgiving dinner, maybe not because of me, but maybe I helped, is going to be amazing. We'll catch you back here in just a few minutes. 45 minutes has passed. The turkey is finished and we're gonna slice into it and then we're gonna plate it on this bad boy here, and my family is going to dine very well tonight. Our Thanksgiving meal is finished. My family loves the white meat, so that's why I have the 2 breasts out right here. The Brussels sprouts are going to be a huge hit with my family as well because it's got some beautiful bacon, some great seasoning, oil. They were roasted. Actually, they roasted as long as the turkey did itself. The brine made the meat super moist and tender. And I hope that this helps you create a beautiful meal and memory for your family this Thanksgiving. From my family to yours, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.